maybe you should buy, and maybe you shouldn't buy. I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons why you should or should not be buying real estate right now. Reason number 1, it's cheaper now to upgrade than it's been. With prices of single-family homes coming down average of 25%, whereas condominiums have come down 8 to 10% and townhouses 10 to 15%, it's much cheaper to make a move because it's only the difference, and it's a difference between what you buy for and what you sell for. A reason not to buy right now. If you're looking at being in a home for 3 years or less, it is not a good time to buy right now. What's happening in the market is the market has peaks and valleys. We're now in a valley in the market, and I've seen this over 40 plus years. Anytime that you purchase just after the peak, it takes about 5 years for prices to get back up to the peak. So if you're going to be in your home for 3 years or less, it is not a good time to buy right now. Yes, a reason to buy right now. Right now, rents are increasing at a rate that we haven't seen for a long time. Rents are increasing about 1% per week. So that means in 10 weeks, 2.5 months, rents are going up about 10%. So that can make a huge difference in what your rent payments are. A reason not to buy. A reason not to buy is that if you're at the limit of your affordability. If you're at your maximum limit, and this is the way that it's always been, and I've always advised my clients that while you can afford to pay X and have a mortgage for X, you may not want to have a mortgage for that much money. Another reason to buy. There's less competition right now. Right now we have about the same number of listings that we had on the market last month, and actually from a year ago, but we have about 52% less sales. So with the same amount of listings out there, and the competition is not nearly what it was. So you can negotiate more, you can get a better price and better terms than you could before. No, another reason not to buy is if you're considering a career change. A career change will affect your affordability. It will affect how much you can qualify for, and you don't want to be in a situation where you've made a career change and now you can't afford what your present payments are. And I know the mortgage market or the employment market is a lot better than it has been. There still is a chance that you may have to move from whatever job it is to a lower paying job. So if you're considering a career change, that's probably is not a good time to buy right now. Yes. Another reason to buy is a principal residence exemption. The government is talking about taking that away, but right now we still have it. So if you're thinking about purchasing, your principal residence is the only place that you can have an investment that it compounds tax-free. And remember, if you're buying a $100,000 or a $1 million house and you're putting down $100,000 and it goes up to $1.1 million, that $100,000 has now made you another $100,000. So in essence, you've doubled your cash investment, which is something that you're not going to do with any other investments. Another yes, and I mentioned this a while ago, is prices are down between 10 and 25%. And I believe right now that we are at or near the bottom, just based on what my experience has been over the last 44 years. So prices are down anywhere between 10 and 25%. In some cases, a little bit more if we're looking at acreage. So yes, it's a good time to buy because prices are down. Yes, another reason to buy right now is buying a home is an emotional purchase. It's an emotional investment. You need somewheres to live. Your family needs somewheres to live. And buying your own home gives you peace of mind. You don't have to worry about whether your landlord's going to sell the home. You can make the home your own. You can invest in it. You can put sweat equity in it. And you don't have to worry about putting it in for someone else. Plus, it's the emotions. It's emotions of knowing that you're coming home to a place that's yours and you can settle in. Another yes. Interest rates are a historical low. If we look at the chart, the rates, we're looking at the rates over the last 40 years, and while they've gone up from where they were last year and the year before, those rates were historically, we're never going to see those rates again. So we're back to a historical normal range for interest rates, and as of such, it's a great time to lock in to the current rates. The only thing that I can see is that they're going to probably stabilize over the next 6 to 12 months. And so if you're into being in your home for long term, you want to just make sure that you've got that interest rate locked in.